Hey guys, Danny Dumbbells here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As promised, this video is going to be dedicated to how I lost weight the first time. As a disclaimer, I just wanted to tell you guys that the way I lost weight is not the right way. So the basis of this video is how I lost weight the wrong way. And I'm wanting to share this with you guys just so you don't make the same mistakes I did. And if you've made those mistakes before, you can relate and feel kind of good that you know you're not alone. So I want to start off by giving you guys some medical history background, I guess, with my family. Obesity runs in my family on both sides. Grandparents are heavy, parents are heavy. Growing up, I was always kind of a little chunkster. I didn't realize that I had a problem with food until I was like 5 or 6, and I remember that I would eat dinner. This happened multiple times. I would eat dinner, and my grandma would come home with fast food, and I would find myself in her room eating her leftover fast food. And that's a lot of food for a little 5 or 6-year-old to be eating. I remember for the longest time that I wore size 6X, then I went to 7-8 for a while, then all of a sudden, bam, I was wearing 10-12s, bam, 14-16s, and then next thing you know, I was wearing juniors' clothes, just going into middle school. So middle school rolls around, 6th grade, I started my period, and my body was just so developed for my age. I was 12 years old in like a 16-year-old body, and I would look around and see all these slender girls whose thighs were the size of my arms, and I would just feel so bad about myself. I thought there was something wrong with me. It just, at the time, was that my body was more mature than these other girls. And so 7th grade rolls around, and I go to the doctor's office. They weigh me, and I'm 135 pounds. Now, that may not be a lot for some of you guys, but I am 5'1", and, there's a stigma. If you're 5'1", you have to weigh 90 to 115 pounds, or else you're considered obese, which is not the case. But at the time, my older sister, who was a junior in high school, weighed 135. I was shook to the core, you guys. I was so miserable for months after that. I would just cry and scream and say how much I hated my body. And my mom did her best to, calm me down and tell me that my body type is different. Everybody's body type is different, and that I'm curvy and that my legs are naturally muscular, but I just didn't want to hear it because I thought that all of those qualities was bad because, my older sister was slimmer. All these people around me, I'm the only one with, a really curvy figure for such a young lady. So high school rolls around. Not only am I having a problem with my weight, but my face starts breaking out so bad. Thanks, Dad. Shout out. So my face is breaking out really bad, and I decide to go to Washington for the summer to visit my dad, when that was the worst decision I ever made, because that summer is when I gained 20 pounds. I got up to 158 pounds. All I did was watch American Dad, sleep, and eat, and when I came home, that was a reality check, because that's when I went to the doctors, and they, I even have the paper somewhere that still says, you're 158 pounds and you're 5'1", your BMI is off. So that was kind of a wake-up call for me. So I signed up at a local gym, right by my house, and I didn't really know what to do, so I just did the stationary bike for 15 minutes a day. Then I found myself venturing onto the treadmill, and then the elliptical, and eventually the Stairmaster. But I have to give a huge shout out to Blake Enders. Thank you so much. If it wasn't for him, he is the one that got me on the squat rack. Oh my gosh. And when I started picking up the weights, I didn't look back. Okay, so I want to say from the time freshman year, so 15 until I was about 17, I lost 8 pounds. So 158 to 150 just by going to the gym, lifting moderate weight, and doing a little bit of cardio. Eating better. And then I met my ex, and he was a bodybuilder. You name it. He was juicing, insulin, whatever else fits in those categories, he was doing it. And he did not drive at the time, so that meant I drove, and that meant I took him to the gym every single day, so that means I went to the gym every single day. He started getting really kind of like controlling and emotionally abusive. He would tell me I was fat. He'd compare me to other girls. He would blackmail me if I didn't go stay the night with him, so I'd lie to my parents like an idiot. But when I was with him, so this is like 2014 to 2015, between like 3 or 4 months, I went from 150 pounds down to 129 pounds. And that was because I had no friends, so I was going to the gym twice a day, no cardio, well, like 10 minutes of cardio, and then every once in a while I would do 30 minutes, but minimum cardio and just weightlifting, strictly weightlifting, meal prepping a little, so barely meal prepping to barely eating. So I was like in between not eating and lifting a lot, so I was burning more calories than I was eating because I was in a calorie deficit because I was so stressed out, you guys. Finally got out of that toxic relationship, and this is like January 2015, February, March is when I got really sick. So I went from 129 pounds, I got really sick, lost a little bit more weight, but then gained the weight back as soon as I started eating because I haven't been to the gym in so long, and I was so hungry because my throat was swollen, I had tonsillitis, I couldn't eat shit. So I gained weight, but 10 pounds back. So now it's March, I'm 138 pounds, which still isn't bad, but I thought I was a monster. I didn't realize how much weight I lost because it was so fast. My brain, like, literally did not have time to process how much weight I lost, and I still thought I was this fat, disgusting thing. I'm like mad at myself now for being mad at myself then, if that makes sense. But fast forward 2015, I met my current boyfriend and maintained that good weight. We broke up the beginning of 2016, slimmed back down because, you know, you gotta show them what they're missing. And then we got back together late that summer 2016. So over the holiday is when I gained all my weight back. I got back up to, in December, I was 156 pounds, which was the second heaviest I've been in my whole entire life. I was so upset with myself, so I dedicated these last couple months to slim back down. So now it is April 2017, and I weigh between 147 to 150. I keep bouncing back and forth. So I've lost, you know, that 6, 7, 8 pounds, but I'm still having a hard time, you know, losing the rest. But that is the point of this YouTube channel. This is the point of this video. I want to just stress to you guys that I lost weight the wrong way, which was being in stressful situations and starving myself basically and overworking myself in the gym. So that is what you should not do. So this time around, I am going to eat right, I'm going to go to the gym consistently, and I want to be happy. Like, I love myself. Like, I don't know why I put myself through all of that shit, and neither should you guys. And I hope that this video helps you guys, that you can relate to it, and that you stick around and see that I have big things in store for you. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I really need your guys' help. Thank you so much.